Welcome to biology, my dear student. Today it's our class number 13 and we are learning chapter 1, the living world. So my dear student, already in this chapter we have discussed about living organism, biodiversity, classification, nomenclature, okay, binomial nomenclature, what are the rules of writing scientific names, okay. Then we have learned about hierarchy, how we can present an organism, classification. So my dear student, today let us continue our chapter 1, the living world. So my dear student, species. So already in classification you have found a term species, isn't it? In scientific name also you have found one term species. So what is species? So today let us know what is species. So my dear student, the term species was proposed by John Ray. So John Ray is the person who for the first time proposed the term species. So please keep in your mind that the term species was proposed by whom? John Ray. Species is the smallest unit of classification. So my dear student, when you see classification, okay, so while writing classification, that pattern, can you remember first what we are writing? Kingdom. Then we are writing phylum in case of animal, and in case of plant we are writing division. Then after that what we are writing? Class, then order, then family, then genus, and at last we are writing species. So species is the smallest unit of classification. So whenever we consider classification, species is the smallest unit. Okay. Then if you are asked define species, so how will you define it? So species is defined as a group of individuals which are closely similar and breed among themselves. So what is the definition of species? Species are group of individuals, okay, group of individuals which are closely similar and breed among themselves. Now you may consider any group of individual, okay, any group of individual, for example a group of cow, okay. So a group of you can consider cattle. So cattle, a group you have considered, and they are closely similar, and if they show breeding among themselves, then we can consider this is one species, okay. So species, what are species? A group of individual closely similar, they are very closely similar, that means the general characters are almost all are similar, and they will breed among themselves. These things are very much important to be known as species. Now this is known as species. So with an example, let us see example: Panthera tigris, okay. So this is the scientific name of tiger. Then another one, Magnifera indica. So Magnifera indica, so Magnifera indica is the scientific name of mango. So here the Panthera and Mangifera, these two are genus, okay. So these two are genus, and tigris and indica are species name. So species name and these are genus name, okay. So tigris means what are tigris? Group of individuals which are closely similar and breed among themselves, okay. So similarly about the species you came to know. So species is what? It is also a group, but this is a very small group compared to kingdom, okay, compared to class. These are very simple unit in classification, okay. So what are species? Species are group of individuals which are closely similar and breed among themselves. Breed among themselves means what? They show reproduction, okay. So process of reproduction is seen among themselves, and as a result what happen? A new individual will develop, okay. So here with the example of scientific name we can find out which one is a species and which one is genus, okay. Then my dear student, the last topic of this chapter is taxonomic aids. So what are taxonomic aids? So my dear student, biologists have developed a variety of taxonomic aids to facilitate in identification, naming and classification of organism. Okay, so what are taxonomic aids? Taxonomic aids are some of the procedure or some of the techniques through which we can learn the classification. Okay, we can learn the classification of organism in a very systematic way. These are some information. Okay, so biologists, they have developed a variety of taxonomic aids. Okay, so taxonomic aids, or we can say some techniques and procedure, okay, that are stored as a information. Clear? So biologists have established certain procedures and techniques to store and preserve the information as well as the specimen. So they have established certain procedures and techniques to store and preserve the information as well as the specimen, so that if you want to know about an organism as organism, and for example of any plant, okay, now that plant is not available in our area, but that plant you want to learn, so that plant should be present, otherwise what happen, we may not know about it. Okay, so there are some place where these plants are preserved, these are being safely kept. So this plant where it is safely kept, it became an taxonomic aids for us. Okay, similarly some animals are kept in a very preserved and conserved condition, so which become a taxonomic aids for us. We can learn about that organism details, and along with that organism some information in written also we can find. Okay, so these are known as taxonomic aids. So my dear student, in this chapter we will learn about the different types of taxonomic aids. So number one is herbarium. So we will learn about herbarium. So what are herbarium? Okay, then herbarium, this is a taxonomic aids of plants. So about plants, information are stored in herbarium. So in next class we will learn about herbarium. Then number 2 is botanical garden, number 3 is biological museum, and number 4 is zoological park. So my dear student, this are the 4 taxonomic aids that we will learn in next class. So herbarium, botanical garden, biological museum and zoological park, these are the 4 taxonomic aids which are established by the biologist to facilitate identification, naming and classification of organism. So my dear student, thank you and